Hey, what's up you guys? So today I'm going to be talking about the fall trends that I'm loving, that I've been wearing, and that I have recently thrifted. Basically, I wanted to take 7 trends that are inspired by the runways and show you guys how you can find pieces like that at the thrift store and style them with clothes you probably already have in your closet. So without further ado, let's get into the trends. So I think by far the biggest trend of this fall and winter is the 1980s. You guys have heard me talk about things being 80s inspired so many times. This is one of those trends that I am very into. Most of the outfits in this video are going to be a little bit 80s inspired anyway, but the first one is definitely the most loud and proud 1980s outfit. So of course, a classic 1980s piece is something with shoulder pads or just shoulder detail in general. I found this silk blouse at Beacon's Closet, and I also think the color palette and the pattern are really reminiscent of the 80s. Then I tucked that shirt into these incredible purple pleather pants that I found at the Goodwill outlet. They're by the brand Loewe. I don't know, I don't speak French. But anyway, they're designer pants. They were originally a couple $100 and I got them for less than $1. They're currently on my depop right now if you want to grab them. I really like them. I just think they don't fit me perfectly and I'd rather have them go to someone who fits into them really well. So then to finish off the look, I threw on my Ferragamo kitten heels and this little bag that I got at my work. So I think some of the keys to dressing like the 1980s are big shoulders, high-waisted silhouettes, sort of a tapered pant leg. As you can see, the pants don't flare out, they kind of narrow down towards my ankle. And then if you're gonna wear a pump or something, look for maybe a smaller, narrower heel rather than a block heel, which has been what's popular for quite a while before this. So again, the next outfit and the next trend is also pretty 1980s inspired. This trend specifically is cinched suiting. So the suiting trend has been going on for probably over a year now, but now we're seeing people belting their blazers or purchasing blazers that have a very tailored cut. This is something that's super easy to find at a thrift store. Basically what you want to do is go for an oversized blazer because that way you'll have more fabric to wrap around and cinch, and then just throw on a chunky waist belt. This one's from Theory. I got it at Housing Works for a much cheaper price than it originally would have been. The blazer was also from the Goodwill outlet. Now the key here is if you have an oversized blazer like mine that has buttons on the side, don't button them up. It'll create more weird lumps and bumps when you cinch it together. So basically put the blazer on your body, pull one side of it as tightly to the opposite side as you can, and then do the same with the other side. Then cinch your waist in with the belt. So to tie in the beige color of the blazer, which by the way is another fall trend, I paired these crop trousers from a different Goodwill. Again, I threw on my Ferragamo pumps to finish off the 80s look. The next outfit and the next trend is what I'm calling grandma chic. Some people are calling it the prairie trend, some people are calling it 70s boho. Essentially what you want to look for are pieces that look like a quilt. Either they are literally quilted, like this bag that I have with the floral pattern, or they just have sort of a patchwork, colors and patterns sewn together in squares. So this super oversized coat is something that I found at Housing Works, which is another thrift store. The bag I got at Goodwill, and then underneath I'm wearing this incredible dainty floral pattern vintage dress that I thrifted in Paris. To finish the look off, I'm throwing on these 80s inspired lace-up boots. Again, like I said, there's so many different ways to dress like the 1980s. This is a maybe slightly less clean-cut version of the 80s. And the best part is this is something that's really easy to find at a thrift store. So the next trend, again, another 80s trend, is paper bag pants. So you could either buy a pair of pants that are advertised as paper bag style, or you could just buy a really high-waisted, really oversized pair of pants and belt them in really tightly at the waist. So you create that sort of overflowing silhouette. These pants are actually Tibby, which is another designer. I found them at Beacon's Closet for about $40. I paired them with this top I'm wearing that I also thrifted at Beacon's Closet. Animal print was a trend last fall. It's gonna continue this fall, but I think zebra and tiger are gonna be a little more popular than snake and leopard print, which we've seen a lot of. I threw on these alligator printed super 80s pointed toe boots. They were originally Stuart Weitzman and I found them at Housing Works. On top of all of that, I threw on this incredible cinched leather jacket from Goodwill. Again, I feel like we're gonna see a lot of flattering feminine cut jackets, whether they're blazers, leather jackets, whatever. I also think the pairing of black and beige is gonna be really popular, which is why I accessorized with the black shoes and the black jacket. So next I have a piece that I actually thrifted last year. This is probably my favorite thrift find of all time. It's this incredible tangerine leather trench coat that I got when I was in LA the last time. I love how cinched it is at the waist. The color is absolutely beautiful. I also love how the buttons are almost iridescent. Ugh, such a good piece. So I paired the jacket with some kind of flared pants and the kitten heels from before. I feel like this silhouette is a little more 1970s. I saw a lot of late 70s on the runway as well as 80s. Zendaya just did a collection with Tommy Hilfiger that was very much that. So this outfit is also sort of a 2-for-1. Underneath my jacket, I have this incredible blouse that was originally from Eggy, but I got it Beacon's Closet. Eggy is Jen Im's brand, if you are unaware. If you watch YouTube, I'm sure you know that. I love the idea of wearing white in the fall. I think most people tend to put away their white items because there's this antiquated fashion rule that says no white after Labor Day, but I don't really subscribe to that. These super amazing tailored wide leg pants are from Goodwill. They were brand new with tags and I picked them up for about $20. So the next outfit and the next trend that I'm gonna be talking about is the prep school / equestrian look. So I think this look takes a little bit of inspiration from the 60s, but there's also some elements of the 80s in it. I found these incredible Gap plaid booty shorts at the Goodwill outlet this morning and wanted to pair them with something that made me look kind of like a horseback rider. So I have these mid-calf boots from Fry, this velvet Giorgio Armani blazer that I also thrifted at the Goodwill outlet, and this incredible button-up shirt that I buttoned all the way to the top, also from the Goodwill outlet. This entire outfit, including the boots, probably cost me like $3. The funny story about the boots was that they were a Christmas gift from my mom, and somehow Fry accidentally sent her 2 pairs. She returned one and got a refund, and basically I got these boots for free. So I think the key elements of this trend are definitely gonna be plaid, fitted blazers, leather boots, especially if they're knee-high or sort of mid-calf high, and button-up shirts. Again, since trends are cyclical, these are really easy pieces to find at a thrift store. Okay, so the last outfit, the last trend that I wanted to talk about was bootcut jeans or wide leg jeans over Western boots. That might sound like an extremely specific trend, but I've been seeing it all over the streets of New York. So first I just took these jeans that I thrifted at Beacon's Closet and threw them on with my incredible cowboy boots that I found at Housing Works. They're from the brand Dan Post, which means they would have originally retailed for over $400, and they're the most incredible buttery soft leather I have ever felt. I do have them up on my depop, but I'm thinking of taking them down because I kind of want to keep them for myself. Anyway, I paired the jeans and boots with this amazing top that I thrifted at Beacon's Closet that's actually Ghani, another designer brand. Similar sweater tops that I found online were going for like over $200, but I picked mine up for $20. I love the super deep V shape that's on the front. It's very slimming, very flattering, and I think it also goes in with that sort of classy 70s trend that we're seeing. So I think wearing pointed toe or Western boots with a wider leg jean is a great way to really elongate your legs. If you wear sort of cropped jeans or you roll up your jeans to show off your boots, it kind of cuts you off wherever the top of your boot is. Whereas if you have a really long jean, especially one that would like drag on the floor if you weren't wearing boots with a slight heel, your leg just goes all the way from the top of your high-waisted pants down to the floor at the point of your boot. I also can't believe I found jeans that fit me so well. It's a really rare occurrence. And these were only $16. All right, you guys, that is it for my fall trends video. Obviously, there are a bunch more fall trends that I didn't mention, so if there's one that you're particularly interested, please let me know in the comments and I will try to thrift those items and style them for you. So don't forget, some of these items are already up on my Depop and more of them will be coming up in the next few weeks. If you're interested, please give it a follow. It's just Haley in the Details. If you watched my last video, you know that I recently shared my Instagram with you guys. It's HaleyWalker_. Thank you guys so much for your support. I think we're about 49 subscribers away as I'm making this video from 1,000, and that has been a milestone for me for a long time, so I'm really excited. Thank you guys for all your support. I'll see you in the next one.